Traditional foods. That's usually Paul that has to try those because I'm a strict carnivore. From January 17th until March 4th, 2025, we were living in the Korean part of Clark Field, Freeport Zone in the Philippines. Here is a video about that special zone. So not really traditional Filipino food was available there. Paul was never in the Philippines before, but from former work, he knew traditional Filipino food and he doesn't really like it. So at first I was really worried that like in Slovenia, I wouldn't have enough content to make this video, traditional foods in the Philippines. Thanks to Rhea, Randy's caregiver, here is the video about our crazy times in the Philippines. So thanks to her, I actually got really good material and infos for this video. So once she made adobo. I think originally it comes from Spain and or Portugal, but now it's definitely also a traditional dish in the Philippines, and some would even say it's the national dish from the Philippines, adobo. So fucking cool. So Paul got to eat traditional Filipino food made from a Filipino woman in the Philippines. So not just traditional food at the restaurant or takeaway, no, actually home-cooked food from a Filipino woman. So I thought that was so cool. And Paul absolutely loved it. So this is Paul's second bowl. He already had some adobo, homemade from Rhea. And how is it?
Delicious.
Is it actually spicy?
I think you might think so, but for me it's not really.
And it's homemade, not from a restaurant, not takeaway. Homemade from a real Filipino. That is so cool. So she made beef adobo because Randy still had a lot of beef in the freezer. But so I asked Rhea what meat originally will be used for the adobo traditionally. And she said, oh, whatever meat, but mostly it's made with chicken or pork. Mostly chicken, because it's the cheapest. Sometimes pork, but beef, no. Filipinos don't eat beef. It's too expensive. No. They like it, yes, but it's way too expensive. So always chicken, and sometimes pork. She also told me with every meal, they eat rice. All the time, even for breakfast. Usually for breakfast, leftover rice and then fried. So they eat rice with every single meal, also because it's cheap. Another time she made caldereta. It looked very similar to adobo, but she said there's only a little bit of soy sauce in caldereta and tomato sauce. Adobo has a lot more soy sauce and no tomato sauce. And caldereta is made with beef, and not whatever meat, just only with beef. And of course, it's served with rice. Oh, and it's also made with dog meat. Not anymore, because I think it's not allowed anymore, but Rhea told me they used to make caldereta with dog meat and eat it as an appetizer and drink alcohol with it. Another traditional food is lechon lienpo, or however you pronounce it, or just lechon. Lechon is a suckling pig roasted over coals on a rotisserie. Lechon lienpo is just the pork belly rolled up and also roasted on a rotisserie over coals. And without the garlic and the spices and all that, hey, it's 100% carnivore. So I made it twice for us. And once I made a recipe out of it, a little bit with my own twist for my other channel, Creative Carnivore Kitchen. When I made it the second time, I didn't give it my own twist with a recipe, and so I just bought the already rolled up and tied together pork belly and just put it on the spit into the rotisserie, and so I didn't really do anything, just let it roast there, and both times it was absolutely delicious. Really so delicious. Just for me, I had to be really careful because, well, it's pork belly, it's very fatty, and still with very fatty food, I have to be careful, otherwise I get sick and nauseous. So I couldn't eat that much of it when it was freshly done, still hot, warm, freshly made. But the next day, when it came out from the fridge, cold, I could eat a lot more of it. So it's funny, still for me, I tolerate fat much better when it's cold. But both times, super delicious. Both recipes, when I changed it up a little bit, the other time when I just made the pork belly, when it was freshly out of the oven, super delicious, and also the next day, cold out of the fridge, also super delicious. I even ate more traditional foods in the Philippines that are carnivore. For example, alimasag, blue crab. blue crab, now red. Ooh. Here's that flesh. So good. I don't even need any more salt. Oh wow. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna try the eggs. I love shrimp eggs, but they look similar, but I don't know. It's getting in there. Yeah, they're like shrimp eyes, not eggs, eyes. I think I said eggs. I mean eyes. Yeah, kind of like, but I like those. The shrimp eyes are a little bit better, but those are delicious too. Love it. Of course, they usually eat it then with a non-carnivorous sauce. But just eating the crabs like that without anything on it is so fucking delicious. Maybe a little bit salt or dipped into the cooking water from the crabs. That one is also so delicious. Those crabs are so good. I'm not such a fan of crab, honestly, but the alimasag I absolutely love. They're delicious. Oh, and don't throw away the crab shells, of course. First, use them to make crab broth or crab stock, and then you can throw them away because it's the absolute bomb. It's so delicious. Pig's ears, also used a lot as an inexpensive ingredient in traditional Filipino foods. I just cooked the pig's ears with all kinds of other meats for about 5 hours. Okay, pig's ears. I'm sure I lost some parts in the broth. I cooked it for like 6 hours. We have some parts here too. It looks so cool. So I'm just gonna try it. Like, oh wow! You see all this? Oh, look here! You can actually see the ear. It is so fucking delicious. I'm sure it's super healthy. See all this? This is so good. Oh my gosh. So good. Ooh, there were different kinds of eggs at the grocery store. One of them, salted duck eggs, something else traditional. Cage-free salted duck eggs. I've never had duck eggs before. I've never had salted duck eggs before, so I'm so excited. I want to try the biggest one. Okay, I managed to peel it. It wasn't very hard, but it wasn't also super easy. Now let's see. I'm so excited. Definitely has like, you see, it's not totally white. It's like more brownish white. For sure, totally, I wanted to say totally overcooked, but no, look, it's still, oh wow, it's actually hard. Look at this,
Should be.
it's like
It's full of
hard.
salt.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try this. I'm excited. Kuita. Oh, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Really salty. But good. Like very strong, very strong. I advise to put it in a dish, like mix it up with something. It's super strong, super salty. But really tasty. I like it. At the mall, Paul got some Filipino food with an iced tea for 275 pesos. That is $4.72. Oh, and free broth. How is it?
Very good. It's tangy.
What is it?
Chicken. It's very good. Actually, no, this is pork. That's chicken. Good. It's rice noodles with some kind of sauce in it.
Yeah, they usually eat with fork and spoon.
I noticed.
Let me see the inside.
Just a regular egg roll.
Not a spring roll? It looks like a spring roll, not like an egg roll.
Yeah, let's call it a spring roll. It's good.
Filipinos always eat rice.
How do they do that? There's chicken and pork here.
Chicken and pork?
Oh, this is pork.
No, it's a chicken leg.
Yeah, it's chicken.
That's just chicken. So they don't use knives. How do they do that?
Ready? Yum, yum.
How does it taste?
Very good.
Oh, is it spicy or? But it has a
It's a
soft
smoky flavor to it.
and the marinade. The traditional way of eating in the Philippines is with the hands, and it's called kamayan. But then the Spaniards colonized the Philippines and they introduced the fork and the spoons. So nowadays, most people use utensils and don't eat with their hands anymore, but you can still see it, that some Filipinos eat with their hands. Finally, a place where I could eat with my hands outside of my home. I usually eat at home almost always with my hands. Sometimes I use a wooden spoon or chopsticks. A fork and a knife, really, really rarely. A knife, of course, for cutting stuff, but not for like actual eating. Okay, I'm sure it's not traditional Filipino food, but I have to mention it here. Jollibee! Jollibee is like the McDonald's of the Philippines. Yes, they do have McDonald's as well, but Jollibee is much more famous in the Philippines. Jollibee is the largest fast food chain in the Philippines, created in 1978. It comes from the Philippines and it serves Filipino comfort food. They do have locations all over the world. Hong Kong, Macau, Vietnam, Singapore, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, and even the USA, Canada, UK, Italy, and Spain. I've never seen it before except for in the Philippines. 3 days before our departure, Randy invited us and some other people for his birthday to go to the Gochi restaurant buffet in a Marriott hotel. Like usual, Paul ate mostly Japanese food like sushi, but he also tried 2 kinds of differently spiced pork belly Filipino dishes. Okay, try it. Pork?
Yeah.
Sure. How is it?
Melts in your mouth.
So is it like, it looks like a pork belly? Okay.
That's what it was.
So that,
2
wait.
different kinds of pork belly.
Oh, okay. So different spiced. How is that one?
Just as good.
There was a whole suckling pig. The best part, no spices on it, nothing. Carnivore, great for me, so I could eat from that. There was also a seafood buffet. I will go more into details about that buffet in my next video, Carnivore in the Philippines. How are they?
Fried eggy fish skin. Good.
Apparently this is something Filipino, but it has all kinds of bullshit in it. Like really bad shit. It's not even food anymore. So, something traditional, apparently, Filipino. Super good. Fried little fish, these ones. And I fried them in salmon fat. Super good. I think they pronounce them dangi, like dangi or something, fried dangi. I love it when I'm in a country where I actually can also try some traditional foods, and it's not just Paul. The next traditional foods in video will be from here, Mae Rim, North Thailand. Stay happy, stay healthy, bye.